Alrighty, guys. Table Time with Dad is back. Now that I have completed my book, some of topics that we discussed during other table times. And so we'll be going through the book and at the same time working through some of the discussions for a group Bible study, okay? And so the following videos, I'll be going through each chapter of the book, going first with discussion questions from the study guide that I created to go with the book. Maybe it'll get published. There's a page count thing, and the study guide is just meant for here, just to give you something to think about. Anyways, we're going to start my introductory chapter called Reasonable Doubt. All right. Here's the questions we should be thinking about. Question 1 is, why is it important to question your faith? It's probably the premise of everything I write. It's this idea of questioning. How can we be sure? How do we know in our knower that we know? Okay? And even if there's some things that have some ambiguity, I should have supreme confidence in what I believe in. And so, reasonable doubt. Ignorant isn't bliss. All right? Yeah, so I spent my entire working career in public service, from law enforcement to ministry or whatnot. Now, I listen to a lot of people share their confessions with me, especially while they're sick and dying. Okay? In fact, most of the people I've met on my lifetime know Jesus. They claim a relationship with Jesus. And yet, we don't quite understand what that means in practical day-to-day life. And so, regardless to the faith, you should actually be living without doubt, or very, very little, about your faith. All right? In order to do that, you should ask questions. Your faith should be reasonable. A faith that's based on emotionalism cannot sustain you during times of crisis. That has been my observation, and it's been my work. Is dealing with people in crisis, and they always have questions of faith if their faith is not strong. Those who have real faith, belief in their faith, have you generally don't suffer with doubt in the middle of crisis. They usually make decisions based on that. Okay?
Everybody said around 2.
Oh, okay.
And so,
I was thinking, oh no, we're the last one.
No, you're the first one.
so my premise is that true faith should be practical. It should be a lived faith. It should shape your daily decisions and your relationships, ultimately your worldview. But in order to have a faith that is reasonable, it's imperative on all of us to question the things that we believe in. Verify that they're true. Okay? And so, back into some of our discussion questions that you should be considering. How has doubt ever strengthened or weakened your faith? Can doubt even coexist with strong faith? And if you can think of any examples of faith, I want you to keep those in mind. compare to yourself and how you live based on how these people of faith live. Okay? And so, this is the introduction of the book. The idea is that we should be actively questioning and evaluating the things that are presented to us. Are they true? Are they not? How do we know? How does the speaker know? You understand? And so, in this book, I am attempting to answer some of the questions and discussions that I've had over the years with many patients and clients. And just from teaching and Bible study, these things come up. And so, again, some of the stuff is going to be considered way out there. However, the idea is that we should not be afraid to question or even imagine things, even if it seems ridiculous. And so, I look forward to you guys joining us. And so, in our next section, we'll get on straight into the book with being filled with the Holy Spirit.